I'm Dr. Janine Bremer. I'm from Worthington, Minnesota. I've been in practice for about 24 years. Well, we've worked on just about everything.
Yes, yeah.
We had a lot of problems when we got started. If you remember, everything was kind of in turmoil, so we
Right.
had to get a lot of things settled down and kind of start from basics. So we did a lot with team management, so that has been a big thing, that we now have a team that's staying longer and we don't have the team turnover, so that's really helped the practice with stability. And
Very
with
good.
the patients, they really like that there's a team that's stable, that they know, and they come in and they can call them by name, and we don't have constant turnover all the time.
Very good.
So that's been really helpful in the practice. The software, we didn't do electronic claims, and we didn't have a very efficient software system for the patient accounts. And so with your recommendations, we implemented new software, and we've gotten electronic claims through the clearinghouse, and we've been able to keep up with that and progress. So that took a lot of time doing that all with paper, and had a lot of backlog with the insurance. So that's really helped collections, just having the faster turnover of claims.
Sure.
And also for the team, it's made it really efficient for the team.
Good.
So that's been really good. With patient management, I think we've done a lot with that, getting the exams very to the point, so that we aren't spending extra time doing things we don't need to, as well as making the report of findings very effective and yet very original. You know, some of the other things I've done, they were very memorized,
Okay.
and so you had to do this and say that and that kind of thing. And so it's been fun just to be able to be real with the patients, and not have to have some kind of script or something to say, but yet be able to get across the general concept to patients and know what to say. I think team education has been good. We had a lot with your manuals, you have a lot of information in there to help them, like with collections and the scripts, those kinds of things. So that's been really good. And so we've gone from taking it to the real basics to, within the last year or so, working more on marketing and getting out of the office, and doing out-of-office seminars and presentations at health fairs. And I think we had some really good results. We had up to 40 new patients with the one Women's Expo.
Right.
And
right.
so you
Extraordinary.
So we were able to put that together, and had really good results doing that 3 times a year. So that's really helped boost the patient numbers. I think the practice has grown about 30 to 35% since we started working. And so that's been really fun. So basically now we've gone from my time being spent doing all the internal type work of the practice, spending the nights and weekends, making sure the collections were coming in, and a lot of that kind of thing, to being able to really put the time and energy into growing the practice.
Perfect.
And so I think this year our goals were to increase those types of out-of-office procedure type things, and expos, start some seminars, and working on actually changing the physical aspect of the building now that we've got it stable on the inside. Now we can grow and make things more up to date, and start looking at some physical changes. We have better cash flow, and the collections are better, so we're able to make those physical changes. Well, one thing that's nice is we have the weekly telephone visits, or we have the updates, and then able to go over things once a week, rather than going once every 3 months or 6 months, and then talking or going to a massive weekend, and then you go home and you kind of lose your motivation, and then you try to call or something, and you don't get a hold of somebody to help you keep motivated, and new things come up, and you just kind of start losing what you gained over the weekends, and you don't have the personal help to keep you going. So that's been really nice, that on a weekly basis, when you start to get run down, or you need some new energy or some enthusiasm and some new ideas, just to kind of keep you going and come up with solutions to small problems that pop up, so you can make some progress, that you've always been there to help me and been enthusiastic and encouraging with routine problems and patients, and basically whatever, even financial things that have come up. You've always been there to help through all those kinds of issues. It's put like, and I think you get kind of to a point after so many years, you almost feel like you wonder if it's worth, you want to keep going through all this and,
Sure.
fighting the insurance companies and dealing with the patients and dealing with the team, and you got a family and you got all these other issues. And, you kind of get burned out and run down. But I think you've kind of helped me look at things differently and come up with new goals and put new energy and excitement into having the practice and
Good.
getting new patients and enjoying the practice again.